Tonight at 5, more testing after concerns about COVID testing centers booking up. There will soon be more options in the Northland. Plus, scaling back, the Wisconsin DNR releases the final quota for November's upcoming wolf hunt after too many were killed last year. And the debt ceiling debate continues. Congress has only 2 weeks before big changes might need to be made in America's spending.
You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS3.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Jenna Wells. Kristen is off tonight. We start this evening with some troubling COVID case numbers out of Minnesota. The state reported more than 3,500 new cases on Friday. That's the latest data that's made available today. St. Louis County reported 182 cases, 48 in Itasca, 18 in Carlton. Cook, Lake, and Koochiching all had smaller case totals. St. Louis County also reported a COVID death, someone between 70 and 74 years old. The rise in COVID-19 cases is why the state of Minnesota and St. Louis County are expanding opportunities to get a COVID test. CBS3's Kendall Jarbo visited the deck and has the latest on their newest hours and other changes.
Jenna, people can now enter through door D, which is right here, to get to Palucci Hall in order to get their COVID test. Starting today, capacity there has increased to 1,000 people per day. Testing at the deck is run by the state, and its hours have changed throughout the pandemic. St. Louis County Public Health Director Amy Westbrook says more COVID cases and more workplace testing requirements mean more people are getting tested. She says there's been a rise in COVID cases from August to September among teens and college-age adults. They're expanding testing opportunities so people don't stress the healthcare system.
A lot of people are going in and seeking testing at the emergency department or urgent care, and we're really hoping that people will be sort of redirected to go to testing, community-based testing sites to free up some of the healthcare capacity.
Westbrook says the county is not seeing a slowdown in cases, so the community-based testing sites will last as long as there is a need. From here on out, testing at the deck will be from Tuesdays through Fridays from 11 a.m. to 6, and on Saturdays they'll be open 11 to 4.
All right, thank you, Kendall. More testing opportunities are opening up on the Iron Range as well. We'll hear about those locations coming up at 6. Essentia Health is offering a few ways to get your flu shots this year. Experts believe the flu season could be severe this year. It was mild last year as COVID safety protocols were in place, helping protect people from illness. However, this year, experts say with less cases last year, that means people with boosted immunity this year. Through Essentia, you can get a flu shot during a previously scheduled appointment, a new appointment, or at a walk-in pharmacy. Flu vaccines are recommended for anyone 6 months and older. You can head to our website for more information. St. Luke's is also doing their part in distributing flu shots by expanding their COVID-19 vaccine clinic. The clinic, located at 9th Avenue East and 1st Street, currently offers the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines, but is now adding the flu shot. That's open Tuesday through Friday. An appointment is required there. Minnesota state leaders are planning to review potential risks to mining that it could pose to the boundary waters. Minnesota regulators will take public comments in November and December. It's part of a court-ordered review of whether the state's regulations for copper-nickel mining are enough to protect the boundary waters. The DNR's review affects the proposed Twin Metals copper-nickel mine near Ely. The DNR will consider the comments, then issue an initial order by next September. That could lead to more proceedings. Twin Metals says its design would protect the wilderness, but opponents say it's too risky to allow any copper-nickel mining upstream from the boundary waters. Wisconsin's DNR is denying its board members deciding to scale back the number of wolves that hunters can kill during the upcoming season. The DNR had originally proposed setting the quota at 130 wolves. The department's policy board bumped that up to 300 wolves in August. But the DNR announced today that the quota is now 130 wolves. The state's Chippewa tribes have the right to claim up to half of those wolves. That hunt is slated to begin November 6th. And here's a live look tonight from Capitol Hill, where earlier this afternoon, the Senate began debate on an extension of the debt ceiling. The Treasury Department says Congress has to raise the debt ceiling in the next 2 weeks, or the U.S. will default on its loans for the first time in American history. Natalie Brandt shares more.
President Biden says Congress needs to act now to raise the debt ceiling before the October 18th deadline, when the country will run out of money to pay its bills.
Social Security benefits. The American people are promised salaries for servicemen and women, benefits for veterans. We're going to have to raise the debt limit if we're going to meet those obligations.
The president called on Republicans not to filibuster the bill, which would require 60 votes to move forward.
If you don't want to help save the country, get out of the way so you don't destroy it.
Minority Leader Mitch McConnell released this letter saying Democrats should raise it on their own, since they're working to pass a proposed $3.5 trillion spending bill.
They just want a bipartisan shortcut around procedural hurdles they can actually clear on their own. And they want that shortcut so they can pivot right back to partisan spending as fast as possible.
The Democratic social spending bill, as well as the $1.2 trillion bipartisan physical infrastructure bill, have put progressive Democrats and moderates at odds.
Democratic leaders are pushing back their own deadline to pass both bills until the end of the month, as they try to win over moderates Kyrsten Sinema of Arizona and West Virginia's Joe Manchin. Both say the spending bill costs too much money. Build back better. Activists are aggressively protesting Senators Manchin and Sinema.
We need a Build Back Better plan right now.
Even following the Arizona Democrat into a restroom over the weekend. Natalie Brandt, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
Senator Sinema released a statement saying the behavior of activists filming her in the restroom is not a legitimate protest. She called it unacceptable. Well, now let's check in with Dave for a quick look at the weather out there. Dave, a gorgeous day it seems today.
Yeah, after a long, gray, rainy weekend and a start this morning on the cloudy side. Yeah, we were hoping that high pressure would come aboard, and it did. And it lit up the forests around our region. So this time of year, of course, we have to take live looks at how the colors are turning out. And for much of our southern area, you know, they still haven't peaked. For much of the northern region, though, they are starting to pass peak. So this is a look at the woods just north of Grand Rapids, where we can see the deciduous trees there pretty much shed their leaves. But that's not true for everybody. You know, if you're living down towards Hinckley, you probably will be doing pretty good for the next 2 weeks. Your turn is coming to get out and enjoy. Well, we've got high pressure settling in, so for the most part, it should be fairly sunny and fairly dry through Thursday. That trough of lower pressure to the west may bring us some rain by Friday, but because in general we're going to be sunny doesn't mean every moment is going to be clear. In fact, many of us on the Minnesota side of life tonight could get a mostly cloudy sky, and there will be a fog advisory tomorrow morning. I'll show you that map in a few more minutes. But by Tuesday afternoon, we go back towards partly cloudy. 67 degrees for tomorrow's high is warmer than normal, and that's for the lake. Will it be warmer inland? I'll let you know in a few more minutes.
All right, thanks, Dave. Still to come on Live at 5, a fundraiser in Ashland looks to get the community active this weekend while supporting local organizations. More details as we take you around the Northland after the break.
What lies inside all of us is more than data, it's life. What's flowing through America's veins is its diversity. And it's those very differences that will lead to answers for generations to come.
Coronavirus work injuries. Call Stockman Law Office. Return to work issues, payment of medical bills, and lost wages. Call anytime. 218-576-8599. No recovery, no fee. Please stay safe and healthy. Stockman Law Office. Serious injuries, serious law.
Did you know that 178 million Americans are missing at least one tooth?
It's true. That's why at Affordable Dentures and Implants, we only focus on tooth replacement solutions.
Whether it's a single tooth, full dentures, or dental implants, we have an experienced dentist who can create a new smile just for you.
At a price that's affordable.
Because at Affordable Dentures and Implants, we want you to go ahead and smile.
Hi, my name is Dr. Andrew Davis. I'm one of the otolaryngologists and head and neck surgeons here at St. Luke's. Otolaryngology and head and neck surgery encompasses the field of ears, nose, and throat. The head and neck region is responsible for harboring all of our senses. And a lot of the daily functions that we take for granted really makes us kind of who we are and what we are. Having the ability to make such drastic and impactful changes in patients' lives is humbling, but also profound.
Mining. It's a part of Minnesota's history that affects everyone in the Northland still to this day. Join me, Kristen Bakke, every Tuesday for Eye on Mining.
Brought to you by Range Regional Airport. Watch Eye on Mining with Kristen Bakke every Tuesday at 10. Only on live, local CBS3. Get your news on the go. The CBS3 mobile app.
Your family traditions, culture, and stories are your legacy. So is your health history. Join the All of Us research program and share your health information. Through research, your legacy can help build a healthier future for all of us.
Welcome back to the CBS 3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look near the Can of Worms tonight after a crash involving a couple semis closed down some roads in the Lincoln Park neighborhood earlier today. That happened around 2:30 this afternoon on Highway 53 near West 6th Street. According to Minnesota State Patrol, no one was hurt, but there might still be delays in the area. And Dave will be in with this week's full forecast in just a few minutes. But first, let's take a look around the region. A walk to bring awareness to suicide prevention in Carlton, and MnDOT is encouraging everyone to walk to school this Wednesday. All of that and more as we take you around the Northland, city by city. We start in Ashland, Wisconsin tonight ahead of race weekend. This Saturday is the Memorial Medical Center Whistle Stop Marathon and Half Marathon. Additionally, there will be the 26th annual Cruise in the Corridor 5K and 10K walk run that will follow the Tri-County Corridor. The race is a fundraiser for the Vaughn Public Library and Ashland Rotary, where all in-person spots are filled. You can still sign up to run virtually or submit donations. We'll have a link on our website with more information. Next, we head to Carlton, where they'll also be walking for a cause this Saturday. The 13th Annual Suicide Awareness Memorial Walk will open registration at 9:30 a.m. outside Carlton High School, with the walk itself beginning at 10 a.m. There will also be speakers in attendance, including a representative from the Carlton County Sheriff's Office. The walk will not be a fundraiser, but it's a time of awareness, education, and a show of support for the importance of mental health. Participants are encouraged to wear shirts or ribbons in honor of loved ones. And we wrap up tonight across Minnesota, where this Wednesday, students across the country are encouraged to walk or bike to school. October 6th is Walk to School Day, and MnDOT is hoping that the event makes walking and biking more visible in communities and reduces usual morning traffic. They hope it encourages residents to consider how walkable our communities can be. So far in Duluth, Congdon and Stow Elementary School are registered to participate. If there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, send us an email and it might be featured as we go around the Northland, city by city. Still to come on Live at 5, it's Consent Week at the University of Minnesota, and today some students took a stand for preventing sexual assault. More on their mission in just a few minutes.
It was cloudy around here from Friday through this morning. Here in the Twin Ports, those clouds yielded about 1/3 of an inch of rain. Now it's going to dry up for a couple of days. We'll talk about for how long coming up after the break.
We're kicking off a new season in NYC. I'm putting the y'all in New York. You didn't even know it was there, but it is now.
The big 6% instant rebate is back. Hi, John with Prime Appliance, and yep, that's right. You'll get an additional 6% off in the floor price instantly when you pay at the counter. What could be sweeter? Save big on this LG 28 cubic foot 4-door French door with a window in the door. Regularly $39.99, sale price $37.98. After 6% instant rebate, just $35.71. Financing always available. Have our pros deliver and install or take it home today. Prime Appliance, it's the best place to buy your appliances.
Yay! Here you go, sweetheart.
It's your first savings account.
A savings account? Imagine the possibilities.
Oh,
no.
But I really wanted
me, dribble me.
Imagining a bright future? Let's see how we can help. National Bank of Commerce. We make more possible.
Join Black Bear Casino Resort Saturdays in October for cash, thrills, and chills. From 6 to 9 p.m., 3 players will be selected each hour for your chance to pick a cash envelope plus a multiplier envelope for your shot at up to $4,500 in cash. That's 12 winners each Saturday in October. Earn entries starting Sunday, September 26th. And for more information, visit blackbearcasinoresort.com. Make the Bear your place for cash, thrills, and chills.
St. Louis County is expanding their COVID testing hours. Why health leaders say it's needed.
Coming up tonight, the Duluth Police Department outlines major new goals heading into the next few years.
Tonight at 6 on CBS3.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Now, the CBS3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
All right, we've got higher pressure trying to take over after a cloudy weekend. Normally that would bring a clear sky, sunshine during the day, beautiful view of the stars at night. But tonight, we're going to have a couple of factors trying to temporarily goof that up a little bit. So even though the air pressure is high, temperature and dew point are going to get pretty close, which is going to lead to saturation and clouds forming up at the ground. And on a windy night, that gets blown away. But the wind should be fairly calm tonight. So the bottom line is the factors are right for a dense fog advisory to cover Minnesota and a slice of Wisconsin from about 1 o'clock in the morning to 10 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. Then the fog will lift and it'll evaporate away as temperature and dew point spread apart, and we'll go back towards the sunny side. So we'll talk more about that, of course, with our forecast. Right now, we take a look at the current conditions at the airport in Duluth with a live picture of the harbor here. And it shows a beautiful blue sky again because of the higher pressure taking over. Current temp is 66 degrees, relative humidity 68%. That's likely going to go towards at least 95% overnight here tonight. South wind 8 miles per hour, keeping temperatures up, and 30.14 inches of mercury. That is barometric pressure on the high side, all right. Current temps, you know, this time of year we should be topping out like Ironwood is now, around 58, but Watersmeet beat that at 60. And for much of Wisconsin, currently we have 60 to 67 as our temperature range, cool spot being La Pointe, and Superior, Long Airport being the warm spot. 68 degrees currently Moose Lake, a little bit cooler in Cloquet and Carleton. Up the North Shore, we're running 61 to 63. Farther inland, though, once you get north and west of the Iron Ranges, which are in the 60s, we're seeing some low to even mid-70s from Orr and Big Fork, even Grand Rapids up towards International Falls. High temps tomorrow in general, I think, will run about 68 to 71, so that'll still be a little bit warmer than normal. Doppler map right now shows the weekend low pressure system now over Ohio, and folks there are getting that slow, steady rain, just like we got in our neck of the woods. Higher pressure has taken over, and that's going to make us mild and dry, if not perfectly sunny, from Tuesday through Thursday. Friday is the day of change as a trough of lower pressure coming out of Montana gets towards us, and it brings 30 to 60% rain chances then for Friday, Saturday, and maybe even Sunday, giving way towards sunshine yet again. By this time next week, of course, that is next Monday. Forecast tonight. In Minnesota, the temperatures, well, they're not going to freeze any gardens, it looks like. 43 to 48 degrees with a mostly cloudy sky. So, yeah, there's the temperature and dew point coming together to bring us that surface fog. In Wisconsin and Michigan, it's going to be a little bit less cloudy, partly cloudy there. Lows 44 to 50, warm spot being the UP. For tomorrow, the sunshine breaks out in the afternoon once we get rid of that fog. High temp 66 to 71 for Wisconsin and Michigan. Minnesota numbers, low 60s by the lake, and I'm thinking 62 to 71, a little bit farther inland. Extended forecast shows the sunnier conditions sticking around through Thursday, as we mentioned. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, there's our rain chances, in turn followed by drier and clearer conditions by next Monday. In general, here in the Twin Ports, Jenna, we'll be running about the upper 60s for our temperatures, which is warmer than normal, and of course away from the cooling influence of the lake. A low 70s possible. So bottom line is warmer than normal for the week ahead.
And those are pretty much perfect temperatures in my opinion. I know that's contested here in the Northland, but I would happily stick with upper 60s, low 70s every day, especially during this time of year. So I'll take it.
Yeah, I can hear your argument on that.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, well, thank you, Dave. Duluth police are looking to make changes in the way that their department is run. Today, the department released a summary of actions that have been taken to reach its strategic plan initiative. It's a plan that was started in 2016. A hired firm conducted input sessions from the community and staff at DPD. The report recommends the department be more efficient in its online reporting system, complete its wellness policy, and continue to engage with the public. Police leaders say they hope these steps will increase diversity within the department. And coming up tonight at 6, we learn how this plan can better serve the community as well as DPD staff. Consent Week kicked off at UMD today, focusing on supporting survivors and preventing sexual assault. Students, faculty, and staff took part in a stand-in this afternoon. Organizers say the goal is to make a statement about prevention while raising awareness, empowering the student body, and coming together as a shared voice. They say students determine the culture on the campus, so that means believing survivors when something does happen, but also speaking out when they see something wrong.
How they address when comments are made, when behaviors are not appropriate. They're addressing those instances, and being active bystanders also determines culture.
Consent Week continues with the annual Take Back the Night March and Rally. That's happening Thursday from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Kirby Student Center. And it's that time of the show now where we get to talk about adoptable pets. And today's pet comes to us from Northwoods Humane Society in Hayward. This is Moki. He's a 7-year-old mixed breed dog looking for a home to get out all of his energy. Our friends at the shelter tell us he's super sweet and a good companion who loves to run and play, but he's also cool with just snuggling up with you too. Additionally, his adoption fee has been sponsored. So if you'd like to set up an appointment to adopt Moki, call the number right there on your screen. Still to come, when Barbie debuted 6 decades ago, her vision was to teach girls they can be anything. And she has stayed true to her word, her out-of-this-world mission. After the break.
With locations throughout the Northland and northern Wisconsin, Super One Liquor has you covered for all of your party and gathering needs. We have a commitment to deliver outstanding service, variety, and top quality wines and spirits. And don't forget the best variety of ice-cold beer and beverages, all at the low prices you've come to expect. Super One Liquor. Come for the service, leave with the savings.
UCare is out decomplicating health plans all over the state. We're proud to be in Embarrass, bringing family plans to Fertile, helping folks rest easy and sleepy-eyed, and smart advice to Nimrod-ians.
Is that even a word?
We make plans clear and crystal, and we've been a staple here since 1984. With over 40,000 doctors, specialists, and providers in our networks, we're getting more welcomes every day. UCare, people-powered health plans.
School visits are an important part of kind of being part of the community outside of the TV station here. When I was in 6th grade, that's when I learned meteorology was it for me. Being on the other side of that now, for me being able to kind of pursue that, it's important for me to then be able to get back into the community. If I can go into a classroom and get just one person who was interested, or just one person who, you know, leaves there knowing like, wow, I learned something new today. For me, I did my job, and that means a lot to me.
Watch meteorologist Caitlin Moffat weekdays at 5 a.m.
This storm is getting stronger. Nowhere's safe.
I will haunt you and your family forever.
Everyone in this house is going to die.
Hurricane Ida hit hit Louisiana hard. The people there, their families, and businesses have a long road to recovery. And now it's time for each of us to help lift up Louisiana. Text IDA to 51555 and donate to the Salvation Army relief efforts as they provide relief to those impacted by Hurricane Ida. Learn more at CBS3Duluth.com or the CBS3 News app. Live, local, CBS3, helping lift up Louisiana.
Sports are my passion and the love of my life. And when you watch a sportscast, the biggest compliment that I get is that you seem so excited about what you're talking about. And that's not an act for me. Who doesn't want to see someone, deliver their news in a fun way? So if you love it, I love it. You're gonna see the authenticity that I think I bring.
Watch sports with Kelly Hinsett weeknights on Live Local CBS3.
Get ready, y'all. We're kicking off a new season in NYC. Big shows, big stars, and big surprises. I'm putting the y'all in New York. You didn't even know it was there, but it is now.
Barbie has a new career as an astronaut. To kick off International Space Week, the doll is reaching new heights to encourage young girls to achieve their dreams. CBS's Tina Krause has the story from London.
It's like looking in a mirror for Italian astronaut Samantha Cristoforetti. This Barbie doll is her mini-me and has already completed her first mission, jetting off on a zero-gravity flight to inspire young girls to choose careers in space.
Maybe that footage, those images will, kindle a sparkle of passion in some girl's heart, and that would be incredible.
Mini Samantha is getting the training of a real-life astronaut.
Inside the cabin of the aircraft, you are actually weightless, which means you are floating around in the cabin, just like I will be floating weightless inside the space station.
Next year, Cristoforetti will become Europe's first female astronaut to command the International Space Station, with Barbie by her side.
It's not just a beautiful doll, it's a smart, accomplished doll that makes so much difference. I think it's remarkable.
Samantha's doll isn't the first astronaut Barbie. Mattel debuted its Space Explorer doll in 1965, even before NASA sent astronauts to walk on the moon. Space experts hope thinking outside the box with this doll will encourage girls everywhere to reach for the stars. Tina Krause, CBS News.
Part of the sales from the astronaut Barbie doll will be donated to women in aerospace to inspire the next generation and create a scholarship for a college student.
We've got a lot of news to cover tonight. The stunning blackout for Facebook, the giant social network, along with Instagram and WhatsApp, knocked off the internet. Plus, what you didn't hear from the Facebook whistleblower last night on 60 Minutes. And school lunch crisis, the nationwide shortage leading school staff to spend their own money to feed students. Our exclusive reporting tonight. The CBS Evening News is just minutes away.
CBS3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health. 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer. Regular mammograms can help find it early. Schedule yours today.
Black Bear Casino Resort is proud to bring you Rick Springfield live in the Otter Creek Event Center Friday night, December 17th. Rick Springfield live at the Bear. Get your tickets available now at the Players Club or online at blackbearcasinoresort.com. Make the Bear your place to see Rick Springfield live at the Otter Creek Event Center Friday, December 17th.
Hey ladies, are you tired of being cooped up? How about a girls' getaway? Get outside and play. Come to Ashland, Wisconsin and enjoy our beautiful scenery, yummy food, and our quaint little town. Be a kid again. Grab the girlfriends and spend a few days in Ashland. There's all sorts of things to do for big ones and little ones. Have some fun in Ashland, where you'll find yourself next to the water. Visit ashland.com.
As we finish up another baseball season, I recently finished an extensive window replacement project on my home. I worked with your home improvement company and they hit it out of the park. For your next window, door, bathroom, or roofing project, get the quality and service you deserve with the Midwest's largest full-service Home Improvement Company. Your home improvement company is my home improvement company, and they should be yours too. Contact them today for a free estimate on your next home project.
Whatever your water worry, Culligan Water can help. From value-priced softeners to the world's best and even salt-free. No one has more solutions than Culligan to customize the best filtration for your home. The only water that comes with a van. Contact Culligan, the local water experts.
We're kicking off a new season in NYC. I'm putting the y'all in New York. You didn't even know it was there, but it is now.
Welcome back to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Canal Park on this Monday evening. Let's take a look back at today's top story and see what's coming up at 6. Tonight at 5, we brought you the latest on COVID testing options as cases are rising across Minnesota. The DEC has doubled its testing capacity and expanded their hours to include Saturdays. And coming up tonight at 6, we'll bring you more details as more testing options are headed for the Iron Range. Also coming up tonight at 6, we introduce you to a local man who experienced a breakthrough COVID case. Hear from him on why he's encouraging everyone to get the vaccine as well, and what health experts are saying about breakthrough cases tonight. That's your CBS News Live at 5. Your CBS Evening News is next. We'll see you right back here at 6 o'clock.